you doing? It is me, Daisy, here again with another Marriage for Real video. Today I want to give you 5 tips that will help you to speed up your healing after an affair. Now, let me say this. The healing process when infidelity comes into your relationship is long. It shouldn't be rushed. Don't brush anything under the carpet. But there are ways that you can get to your desired destination in terms of your healing a little bit quicker and more smoothly. And I want to give you some of those ways in this video right now. As usual, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and definitely hit the bell so that you can get notified every time I do a new video. So tip number 1 for helping you to speed up your healing after an affair is to make the choice, and that's exactly what it is, to not only forgive your spouse, but also forgive the other person. That's right. Listen, I kept myself in a place of bondage for a long time because I only focused on forgiving my husband. And of course, because this is where, I wanted my marriage to work. And so I just thought I just need to forgive him. It didn't even occur to me that I would have to also forgive her because she is still being lodged in my heart. And actually what I did is that I just shoved her so far back into my mind, or suppressed all the feelings around her, that I really wasn't aware that actually holding on to her and not forgiving her was still keeping me bound and was really still having effect on me physically and my relationship, and really slowing down my healing process. The second thing I would advise you to do is delete all the evidence. I know when I work with my clients, this is one that they really struggle with because the evidence is almost their safety net. They keep that as a reminder. It keeps that as sort of evidence that, this happened and I can use this as a weapon against you whenever I can. It's almost like a protection mechanism, and I understand that. But also what it's doing is keeping you stuck in the same place. It's a continual reminder, and anytime your mind wants to take you back to that hurt and pain, which it will want to do regularly, you're going to have all this evidence to help yourself back on that journey to the past where it hurts and where it's painful and where there's anger and resentment. So you'll find yourself going round and round in circles while you keep hold of that evidence. I would advise you, if you're deciding to start again in this relationship and create a brand new marriage, that you need to get rid of the evidence for yourself. For the sake of yourself, for the sake of your healing. You don't need to have access to that pain that easily. The third thing I want to let you know is that you have to come to the place where you realize and recognize that it is not your fault. You are not to blame. And I really encourage you to reject any sense of blame that you are carrying for the affair that happened. And what I find people do is they will ask the betrayer over and over again, why? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? And it's almost as if they're searching for them to give them a reason, or to give you a reason that you can say, right, I had a part to play in this, and now I can control this. If I just don't do this, then they're not going to do that. If I just behave this way, then that's going to stop them from making this choice again. If I can blame myself and I can take control of the behavior or the action that caused this, then it gives me a sense of control. I want you to let go of that. The person that betrayed you, your husband or spouse that cheated, it was a decision that they made of their own accord. It is not your fault, and it's important that you take that responsibility off your shoulders and place it firmly where it belongs, which is on their shoulders. Number 4, in line with rejecting the blame, I also want you to reject all shame. So what a lot of people do is they will be completely humiliated, of course, completely embarrassed, but also they will carry a lot of shame around with it, which keeps them feeling bound and locked and hiding. And again, I want you to let go of the shame. You didn't do anything. You have nothing to be ashamed of. Hopefully you were being the husband and wife that you know to be, and showing up in your marriage in the right way. Your spouse, again, made a choice. And so it is not for you to carry that shame. Again, that shame is going to keep you bound. keep you feeling low, keep you in that hurt place and in the past. Shame is fear's little sister, so it will also stop you from being able to look forward to the future and even have any faith towards the future. So while you're rejecting blame, I also want you to reject shame. And the fifth thing that will help you in your healing process actually is giving yourself time to grieve. Listen, let's not underestimate this. This was a huge thing. It can almost be compared to a death in terms of how you feel about it psychologically. And so it's important that you give yourself time to feel the feelings. And you need space to face what has happened, to go through the feelings, to understand what's going on within you and grieve. And what I find is that many people really want to move past this as quickly as possible. They want to shove everything under the carpet. They want to suppress how they feel without really dealing with it and without allowing themselves to grieve through the process. So I would like to say to you, give yourself space and time to do that. You are allowed to, and it is necessary for you. And don't let anybody rush you through this. The worst thing that you can do is attempt to suppress how you're feeling and just push through it with some form of sense of being strong. There's nothing strong about ignoring the fact that you need healing. Okay, so take the time to do that. So there are 5 tips on how you can speed up your healing and get a more firm healing so that you can go ahead and create the marriage that you truly want to create. If you want help with doing that, absolutely hit the link where you can book a free breakthrough call with me, and I'll happily work with you in my Repair After an Affair program to help you create the wonderful, flourishing relationship that you want to create even after an affair. I'll see you in the next video.